Well, it's the last try for today for the retry as far as their WePlay Group C campaign goes. They're up against the super strong dinosaurs. I'm God joining me as Lumi. We're well into this draft, so we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to hop right into it, guys, and start breaking things down as the retry. There's 0-4 super strong dinosaurs, 0-2. So this is, well, at least one of these two teams going to get some points on the board.
Yeah, we see, or we saw SSD actually won a game on the Big Point Battle with their anti-mage, who are actually doing quite well, fountain diving and whatnot.
Yep.
And so far, no anti-mage for this draft, but decent heroes so far being picked up. I really like the interaction between Bane and Razor. During the early game, Bane and Razor allows the Razor to steal a ton of damage with a Saturn Link. A lot of mid-game, Razor, he's going to get focused, and a good Bane sleep can make him live a little bit longer. Clockwork is going to be your kind of your open initiator, but what SSC need to pick up right now is another source of damage, because really cannot rely on that Link to be your only source of damage. Clockwork doesn't give you too much in the late game as well. And SSD, they need some hardcore carry for, I do believe Snaking is going to be playing it.
Yeah, Snaking, as you mentioned, they had the Antimates last time around. Let's see if they go for something like that again. Your more traditional carries, your Gyrocopter, no longer in the pool. Alternatively, you go for something like a Luna maybe, but Anti-Mage, not bad here, I feel. Obviously, we talked about how he matches up against OD, which is like they kind of both are good against one another. It's not like either of the two heroes has a big edge there, so maybe something that the dinosaurs want to go for. Once again, like just work for them just now and the retry. Well, they like to be aggressive though, so that's where they would try and punish an anti-mage pick.
There's a kind of, I'm not sure whether that was the point of this lineup, I don't think it is, but there's a nice added synergy of Retry's lineup is the fact that they have a ton of mana burn, or at least mana disruption. Astral Imprisonment, mana burn from Nyx Assassin, and mana leak from Keeper of Light will kind of wreck any, low mana pool hero. So Clockwork's gotta be somewhat careful, Bane gotta be somewhat careful, Naga especially. Anti-Mage, once he's out of mana, he's actually quite killable. So I'm not sure whether that's deterring SSD from thinking about the Anti-Mage, or... We'll
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, well, we'll see what the last pick for the two teams is going to be. Super Strong Dinosaurs, as mentioned, need a carry of sorts as the Anti-Mage. Then just more, I guess, your serious hardcore carries like the Alchemist, if you want to go for like a greedy Midas build on him. So we'll see exactly what they want to be getting here. It could even be, I guess they don't really want an offensive try when they've got the Clockwork, not really a standard safe lane solo, so... We'll see what they want to go. Marana, another hero, yeah. Marana's still in the pool, and it synergizes so well with Bane and Naga Siren. I mean, even if just one of those two picks, Marana fits in perfectly, and they've got both, so...
And Marana's going to be the hero that gives you good laning stage, which is something that the retry always focus on. So if you could beat the retry in the laning stage, you're off to the races. You're going to be pretty good. I say that SSC need to pick up some good mid-game damage, but if you look at the retries, they don't really have too much good mid-game damage either. Weaver and OD needs to pick up a couple items before they're effective. So even though SSD is looking, fairly damage light, the retry is under the same boat. So I think we're gonna see more or less drawn out team fights here. Where drawn out team fight really favoring heroes like Razor, Clockwork, Marana, things of that nature.
At the same time, Weaver does do well in the sort of scrappy, drawn-out team fights as well.
Yes,
if you can just find the squishy heroes from the start, get rid of the annoying supports who have the disables and just disruptive abilities like the Ensnare on Naga Siren, the Bane with Nightmare. Once they're dead, there's not a whole lot to sort of protect or actually help out the Razor and Marana in killing a hero like a Weaver.
Okay, so it's going to be a solo mid Razor, and we're going to see Snaking, the king, on that Marana again. If there's going to be any Ghost Scepter, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
Because goddamn.
I just want to know, like, how much he got flamed by his teammates for going Ghost Scepter Marana.
Maybe his teammate told him to go
That's true.
Scepter. Maybe we're just misplacing the blame.
In a Reddit thread recently, there was like what's your experience playing with pros? And I love one of the things was Snaking always goes mid and feeds.
Yes.
That's him in
No,
pub
he
games.
loses mid.
Okay.
You misquoted that statement.
Wow.
I
I was
read
talking
that
about
too.
I was talking about different pros and their like just casual players' experience playing with them in pub games, and that was some good fun. AUI 2000 apparently one of the best
Nicer
people to
guys.
get teams. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Envy apparently one of the worst.
a dick.
No surprises there.
A very,
I mean, I love the guy, but he's a dick. Like
Yeah,
I will
he's actually-
I'd say that in the nicest way possible. Like I like him. I get along with him, but doesn't change the fact
You
he is
stole
a
your
bit of a
McMuffin.
dick.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like who
Dude.
kind of
It takes balls to just go into like we come back from McDonald's and he just like helps himself. Like that takes balls, man.
in MV's defense, he thought that it was like a food served for everybody. So it's like, oh yeah, I see a McMuffin. And then he just took it.
Shameful.
Shame for MD.
Well, I've moved on. Most of the time, I've moved on. We're gonna introduce two teams who don't have Eternal Envy on their team, but a polarizing team in their own right. The super strong dinosaurs. They've got some personality, and Come With Me gonna be playing the Naga Siren. Arise gonna be on the Razor. Mini the Standard on Bane. Snaking on Mirana, and then finally Sexy Bambo on the offlane Clockwork.
I think all 5 of these players have never played with each other ever. It's just
Yeah, they have.
has Come With Me played with Sexy Bamboo before?
Yep.
For what, mouse sport?
Yep.
The old mouse sport? Okay.
I want to say they have. When Come With Me was support and Bambo was offlane. I'm quite sure.
No, Come With Me played with.
Come With Me is played with Arise, I want to say, because they're both Romanian and they played on some like Dignitas or something
I
before.
Guess, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Come With Me's played with Bambo before.
Well, Come With Me played with like every player because he's been on 25 teams.
Yeah, this guy, for some reason, doesn't last very long in teams very often.
I don't know why.
But over on the Radiant side, we'll introduce those guys as well. It's going to be the Retry PGG. Well played. Please go game. Well played. Going to be playing the Nature's Prophet. Uh-oh. Is this the start of PGG +4 falling apart? He's been playing support throughout the tournament, and all of a sudden, he's not on support. So we'll see
He's
what...
like, we're done with this. F this. You guys on your own. I'm playing Nature's Prophet, filling some quota.
We'll see what this means. But Keep It Light being played by Alba. Aizen going to be on the solo mid OD. Weaver being played by Zodiac, and then Nubik going to be playing on Nick's Assassin. So it's Nubik who's been demoted, it looks like.
Nubik was a Gary. He was playing things like Marana, Life Sealer of sorts, and well, not anymore.
PGG steps in and says, I've had
PGG
enough.
put down the bottle of vodka and made a sound. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be a Euro game if we don't have some.
Yeah.
Or them phone calls we made.
As someone pointed out earlier today, this SSD team have 4 players who were booted from their team. Snake King kicked out of Dignitas. Come With Me.
Everybody's kicked out after TI3. I don't think that's a
Bamboo
thing to
kicked out of
mention.
EG. Well, some of them were more like trades, but these guys were left teamless. Like after this roster shuffle was just, I think.
Okay. So a team of rejects.
Okay.
And
Well,
they're
it's a reject team who's performing pretty damn well. Like, just pulling off some big wins in big point.
and 0-2 replay.
Yeah, 0-2. That's just one series loss to Liquid, who
Yeah, we're just
Liquid got the better off of some of those post TI3 roster shuffles. It feels like way
Mhm.
too being a nice replacement for IX Mike, and also Quick for adding a lot in the as an offlane player.
I mean, for there to be winners in the trades, there always has to be losers.
I don't necessarily agree.
I mean, have you seen Dignitas?
Well, yeah. I think there's always. I remember looking at the Chinese scene, like seeing how Vici Gaming, like they lost TTY, but I still feel like they got stronger.
So do you
when
feel
they
like,
added
I
some
mean,
players?
This is not a zero-sum game, which is my argument. Your argument is saying, hey, when you swap people around, there's just better fits.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's
don't-
optimistic, I think.
I think there are some situations where it's better fit, but there's always going to be a team who loses out. But I think there's more teams who win than teams who lose
Okay,
out.
that's a fair point. I
30
mean, especially when
seconds
you break up a team of veterans, like you move one veteran to a team of, let's say, comprised of newer players. That team is going to benefit from having a veteran, and maybe for example, we see Xiao Tuji going here to LGD,
yeah.
and he's playing under a team of veteran, but giving them fangs in terms of aggressive playstyle. So
Yeah, I think looking at the Chinese scene, you can really see how many teams actually lost out there. And it feels like 2 maybe, right? You can say Tongfu kind of lost out and Rattlesnake. But
Yeah.
there's like five or so teams that got stronger, it looks
Yeah,
like.
sure.
So.
obviously DK stealing from the outside.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Orange lost out. I can tell you that.
Yep.
And Zenith lost out too.
Well, Zenith went splat. Yeah. that could basically, it does end up being a zero-sum when you take into consideration that Zenith disbanded.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about the Eastern scene a little bit. Let's actually jump into the game and introduce our players. Zodiac.
We did introduce them.
Did
We're
we?
good. Yeah.
Man, let's
I
just introduce them again.
Go for it.
Maybe
I
not.
introduced both teams. You can introduce both teams
No,
now.
I'm good. I'm good.
We've got a lot to live up to.
Zodiac's gonna be playing a 1v1 matchup here against Sexy Bambo.
PGG even went mid.
This is legit. I love mid profit. I don't even know why they don't do it anymore. Perhaps this is why they don't do it anymore, because Rye's gonna give him.
It was Liquid who used to do it back when they had Jo playing Jo on the team. Like Jo would do solo mid, like back in TI2. I remember Liquid do solo mid Nature's Prophet being played by Jo.
Mako used to love to do that.
Yeah,
Quite a
that's
bit
true.
here when he was playing. I forgot what his team name was. This was Angel, Mania, Link, Rise. That was a team that I liked quite a bit. I think it was called. Quantic? I'm not sure. Sounds about right.
They went through a number of different name changes. They were,
They were
SK,
Western Wolves for a certain point.
Copenhagen Wolves.
Copenhagen, yeah, there you go.
SK, and then they had what was the weird name?
They did well. They got second play in the defense, #1 against
Yes.
Navi in the best of 5 series.
Yep.
Like, they were legit players. And Migo, one of my favorite, because he would do things like these, solo mid profit. And,
He had a beastly clockwork as well.
yeah. Well, we'll see whether PGG could live up, at least to Migo. Or maybe so soon from Stars Boba. That's another solo mid profit play.
Yep. Well, this is they make sure that OD doesn't have the 1v1 matchup against the Razor, and OD is in the trial lane, which does sort of give Rise a bit of a tough. Aizen a bit of a tough time as far as getting the experience he wants, but the supports.
Ensnare is going to open up here. I'm going to see Arrow, no Astro. Maybe they're baiting out the Astro. Nice time here from Aizen. Body blocking from Come With Me. He's going to have to. Well,
that's a level 1 Astral as well. That's a very short duration.
Yeah.
Now gets it up to level 2.
Basically, you just time it so that, you know, when the arrow comes, you dodge it. So,
yeah.
Not much room for error, but Aizen, very good player. Making it work.
All right. Nicely played. And, well, Sexy Bamboo does have a 1v1 matchup. So the guy who traditionally a mid player and kind of complained about, he's complained in the past about being put into that offlane role because no one else plays it well. Being a safe lane solo, as an offlane player, you're always pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, well, in a 1v1 matchup against a Weaver, I don't think it matters too much what lane you're at, because you're always going to be in the middle of the map quite a bit. He's going to be leveling up Battery Assault, not mostly used for the laning stage, because he's not going to kill the Weaver with Battery Assault, but mostly for the ganks that, you know, follow up afterwards.
Yeah. Well, for the time being, it looks like Prophet going to come back towards the middle. He actually got pushed out of this lane. I'm not sure exactly what happened there for PGG, but he left the lane and then TP'd back in. Meanwhile, First Blood is going to come in the bottom lane. The Trilan has managed to find out the Bane, and there's going to be a banish drop down on the Nagasaran as well. Snaking can't really offer a whole lot. He hasn't got mana for a leap. Impale comes in. Come with me on the run. Is there another right click? He needs one more. He's going to get it. Nagasaran goes down to the range creep of all things.
Range creep OP. Back in the mid lane here, looks like we have Arise diving a little bit here. Tower's going to be on Tim, and so it's 2-3, and PGG losing all of his damage, but Arise... Ooh.
Oh,
getting close.
A little bit of damage here. Arise with no... he's got a salve, so he's going to heal himself back up.
Okay.
Actually, regen rune spawning top, so Arise is going to be pretty happy with that one, although he didn't need to use the
It's
salve.
like, oh no, lost value with the salve. Meanwhile, we have Mirana getting a kill. Man, I just keep my eye on this keeper, this trialing, because forget about the 1v1 matchup. Not much kills should be happening on these lanes.
Yeah, and well, it's Mirana with a setup from either Bane or Nagasaran. There's ways of dealing with it, which is the Astral Imprisonment to dodge the arrow coming in, and that's where this lane is really interesting to watch.
Well, so far I've caught 0 kills.
You got the second. We got the Nagasaran.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, leap out from snaking. So some attempted aggression coming from TR.
The supports in the lane should actually look to pick up boots of speed ASAP.
Bambo with a Sentry Ward actually kills off the Weaver.
Fuck. Fuck my life.
This is every now and then, like as a caster, you just have a really bad game.
Well, that for me is like every other game. So it's like on track, still doing okay. And Stair's gonna be up on the high ground. The arrow's gonna miss, I think. Oh no! Wow, it just barely got the tail end of that horse, and well, that horse as well as keeper is gonna be going down. Nubik's gonna be on the run. He's got a level 2 impale.
Where's PGG? He needs to start thinking about rotating. He's got a double damage rune even, and this bottom trial lane needs his help.
You guys are on your own. I help you guys for 4 games. Nope. Gonna be farming him in. But Bane making a solo gank. If we see a Link and a Nightmare, this could be PGG's Nightmare. And the Link's gonna start up. There's a Nightmare. Oh. It's gonna hurt so badly. I think maybe you could just TP out straight up.
Oh, he sprouted in a Rise.
Oh, it's gonna be okay. Yes. Just.
Razor with plus 112 damage. Not
I think a Rise needed to Link and then immediately Plasma Field for the extra damage, perhaps?
Like do the max range Plasma?
Yeah.
The problem is then...
No, as he's chasing in. As he's chasing in.
Okay.
Yeah. But PGG dodged a gank that he should not have dodged. Very, very nicely played.
Well, he's going to go back towards the middle lane and goes into the jungle a little bit here. I feel like PGG is not doing enough, and I mean, his solo mid nature's Prophet, there's just so much that's going to be needed around the map from you. And right now, he's been put under a lot of pressure. Top lane, meanwhile, Clockwork Bambo has gone in. Lumi, you almost miss it.
No, nothing happening. Don't lie to me, because the gank's happening on the bot lane here. Lumina's going to clip the 3 hero. In fact, Mini's in huge trouble. Yeah. Mini, well, yeah. I saw what he tried to do there. Oh, here comes PGG.
That's a big Prophet ultimate bit.
Sprout.
No leap.
Nighttime cast. PGG too
Arrow on Aizen. Snaking, you're gonna run the Impale. He magic six it though, just in time. OD's gonna be the one who goes down. Come with me now on the run. He's got no mana left, but
You know why Come With Me ran away from Prophet there? It was a leap movement speed increase that put him up to 334 instead of 320. That 14 extra MS barely got him out of there. Top lane.
Yep. This time you're not missing too much. Last time it was Weaver was actually on like 10 HP when he time lapsed.
Okay.
It was so close to being a kill. I was not tricking you, Lumi.
I don't believe that. We're not a team here.
We are a team. Your misskills are my misskills.
That's true.
I take some responsibility for them.
Well, I caught that one. We're gonna see some ensnare action. Astro and Come With Me is gonna get focused by everybody. Meanwhile, are we gonna see a Starstorm? Arrow's gonna hit Aizen under the tower focus, but here comes Nubis. Everybody's just diving that tower against a creep wave. Clockwork Hook, yes, Bramble lands it. And it's gonna go right on PGP. PGG's dead. And the Astro just prevents him from chasing forward. Ain't mad.
Buyback.
Ain't mad.
TP top though, so it looks like it's just a buyback into push.
Yeah.
It was only
Not worth.
260 gold. Nah, that's worth.
Okay.
I mean, they're not definitely getting this tower, but maybe it looks like there's a good chance of it. Nagasaran does have a TP scroll to maybe try and defend the top lane, and I imagine SSD are thinking, hey, look, this guy just bought back. Let's try and make sure he doesn't get this tower.
Yeah.
Even Arise rotating towards the top lane.
I mean, they do have the Ring of Blades turned on, giving them more tank. There's a siege unit right here, but there's a glyph, very early glyph being used at that, and Come With Me TPs, and there goes your push. It's Moonlight Shadow plus even.
Ooh. Do they look to try and go in here? Razor. Invis. Hitting PGG. PGG.
Oh, PGG.
He needs to TP out.
PGG. The Sprout does nothing for you, PGG. Oh. He's barely okay.
Yeah.
The reason that Sprout does nothing for you is that Link gives sight.
Yep. Well, at the same time, you can use Fog to get rid of Link.
No, you cannot.
You can't?
No, you could go into Astro. You could go into Fog. You could go into anything. Disrupted. No matter.
I always thought you could, like,
You could
fog people
BKB
after
Manta.
Link.
No.
Okay.
No fogs.
Was that how it always was?
No, it was not. It used to be that you walk up the hill in the mid lane and get across your Link.
Okay, that's where I'm getting confused. Bambo does rotate bottom, finds the Keeper of the Light.
I'm sorry, Bambo. I did not catch your heroics on the camera again.
He's 4-0. How many? And we've seen one of maybe
Seen
one
one?
one of the four.
Yeah, it's okay, Bambo. I will follow you.
Everyone still thinks Bambo's like not a good player.
Bambo's so good. You know what? I joke about him again. You know, the least amount of points in TI. He's a legit player.
Oh, PGG. He's also a legit player. He got more points than Bambo at TI2.
That's true. He also shall play to one of his matches.
Well, he's going to be far more in the jungle here. He's up to 1,300 gold. We'll have to see if he does go for the Midas still.
Middle tower is under attack.
I want to see some Dagon builds. And meanwhile, top lane, TP in. They want Come With Me. It looks like they want him. Mini's also there, though. Prophet is still going to commit to this one.
Zodiac's going to make some kills. There's a swarm, but
Kill
the
that
bug.
beetle.
Meanwhile, Snaking's getting some kill, obviously, on the bot lane when I'm not watching. The bug almost kills him. Mini's going to be on the run. Okay. The right click's going to come through.
So, Keeper of the Light died in the jungle, it looks like, to the Mirana. Now Clockwork Bambo's going to find Nyx Assassin. Nyx is not level 6.
Okay. See if there's life. There you go.
Mirana can get an arrow. Maybe he wants to wait because there is a Carapace. Well, that Astral not going to help too much, I don't think, for Clockwork. Meanwhile, top lane.
Yeah, come with me getting dove dug on again here. We do see a TP back out here. Arise is never just killing PGG. PGG teleports to the wrong direction, PGG. What's going on?
Vodka Dota is going on.
Oh.
Arise finds him.
Oh.
And Snaking wants to... Oh, actually, no, there's no more heroes to chase. Actually, towards the middle lane, Zodiac is quite low. Double damage.
What the hell did he...
It's like one of those... I feel like I've seen that move like 3 or 4 times in Dota Cinema Fails of the Week. Where you like TP next to yourself when you survive on like 10 HP and then TP nowhere. But bottom lane is going to be where Aizen gets brought down. Sexy Bamboo 6-0 at 10 minutes.
a player. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job roaming around the map. Arrow going to fly towards mid, not going to find anyone. Does scout out the Keeper, but that's about all it does do.
Rise, perhaps he could be giving up on linking PGG because the way that he could just TP out. Although, with that said, he could also TP into, dubious spots. Where they see Prophet. We're going to see a long arrow from Snake King, the king! Oh, come on. Alright, I was going to say, is Albert going to run to it having sight of the arrow?
No, the good news is there's no Ghost Scepter on Snaking at the moment.
At least not yet.
Yep, not yet.
He's going for drums.
Meanwhile, in the jungle, Come With Me actually gets scouted out by 2 heroes here. He's in Is he trying to do some aggressive warning? He's kind of way out on his
Come
own.
on, he's dead.
Okay, Astral.
Radiant's middle tower is
Keeper.
under attack.
They're going to kill Keeper, that's for sure. They may say, come with me, runs to the high ground here. Nope, Sanity Eclipse going to ensure the kill, but meanwhile, Nubik in all sorts of trouble. Carapace not going to save his life. PGG's keep it in. PGG just picked himself up some boots here as well, and Hazen, got to be careful, you don't want to fight a Rise. He's got plus 133 damage, and there's a hook shot as well.
Bambo kill insured. Oh, what micro from PGG? Oh, that was a play.
Those treants blocking that hook shot, saving his own life.
Rise
Dire's
making big
top
plays
tower
right now.
is under
Yeah.
attack.
Well, Arise is, yeah, he's looking really scary. We saw his Razor, it was on Viper against an OD the other day,
Yeah.
where he like won the lane and then did nothing. But this is a case where he's actually having a big impact on the game and getting very involved. Top tier 1 tower does get taken by Zodiac, forces time lapse out, almost actually goes down. He wants to kill a Mini though. Mini with this beetle on him, getting very low.
Mini was able to nightmare the Weaver, but he we're gonna see a Wrath of Nature whenever it's off cooldown. Meanwhile, got that.
Bambo getting too many kills. He may just pay for this with his own life though.
Oh man, he's
Radiant's
look at
bottle.
that.
tower
Easy
is
play,
under
easy
attack.
life.
Nick says
Meanwhile, they
no
kill
mana.
Weaver up top because of watching Lambo.
You watch Bambo, he doesn't get kills, and there's kills elsewhere. You don't watch him, he gets kills.
Yeah,
Radiant's
he's
middle
elusive
tower
like a
is under
ninja.
attack.
Well, he's going to stay around because there's an Invis. Or
He's gonna just
Moonlight
kill
Shadow.
OD, right? He's got hook in 6 seconds.
Arrow
Arrow's gonna come.
Starfall.
Snaking, making plays. Snaking's like reinvigorated today. The Clockwork Hook, that's gonna hit as well. Battery Assault, Aces, they are getting pub stomped.
The king with sexy Bambo. I mean,
Yeah.
this is playing so much better than we saw them play yesterday against Liquid. Liquid, the match there, they had some just individual misplays quite a bit. Snaking didn't have his best game, and even Arise, the one game he was Viper against OD, he
Dire's
kind
middle
of
tower
he
is
did well in
under
the laning stage, but then had no contribution whatsoever. But this is a much better game all around from SSD.
I think part of that is SSD as well as TR. They play a very similar style. I think both teams play exactly like this, where you kind of focus a little bit, maybe at times too much on the mid game. These both teams is running nothing but pure mid game lineup. And when you're
Radiant's
SSD
middle
and you're
tower
landing
is
hooks and
under
you're landing
attack.
arrows, well, that's all she wrote. So, Sexy Bambo looking for more kills. He's walking through War Vision, but it doesn't matter. Just the sight of him alone will just drive everybody back.
Yeah, you said sexy Bambo's a player. Well, Arises as well apparently, because he's just picked up a Shadow Blade on Razor.
Yep.
That's some big
That's-
moves.
One of the few times you'll ever see a Shadow Blade on Razor because it's just not really good of an item.
Look, you ulti, you invis in, and you're just doing. It's like
Alright, and
it's
they-
like Ricky with Radiant.
All right.
Have you ever
There's-
seen that lose in a competitive game?
I've
with
never
Radiant?
seen that build ever in a competitive game.
So undefeated.
Undefeated indeed.
Oh, they see this clockwork.
They're
PG
baiting him, I think.
Kind of, but even if they bait him in, I feel PGG may die before anything happens. He does have a Midas now. This is a very late Midas. Keeper like it. So much for baiting.
Well, I was watching bot because I thought there was a fight's going to happen. Come with me, though. He is going to get brought down. Yep, there's one kill here. They want snaking, but here comes a TP. That is going to be from Arise. Link into Invis. Here we go. The race car. Zodiac's on the run. Meanwhile, we do see Arrow hitting on the background. Nubik's going to get focused down. Or is it? We're going to see Mini not working with much. The Impale's going to clip him through. There's a 51 charge. He is going to be okay. Meanwhile, Starstorm's going to get one. And Rise coming back in with a ton of damage to get another kill as well. Looks like Weaver was able to survive. Meanwhile, Bambo is in the middle of the map. Diving Tower is going to get PGG. Beyond godlike, sexy Bambo. Someone take a screenshot.
1455 beyond godlike. GG gets called. Sexy Bambo, you give him a safe lane solo and he will make plays happen. This is why you don't just chuck this guy in the off lane.
I'm going to say that there was 23 kills being claimed by SSD. Perhaps I've caught 3. Sorry, guys. In one moment of glory, I missed it.
This is...
Bambo, I'll take you to Taco Bell.
It's been a long day for those who aren't aware. Women myself have had some...
Yeah, when we started that Liquid game, holy shit, we were so, or at least I was.
the first series.
Yeah, I was looking like devastated.
I'm feeling a lot better now.
Yeah,
but
I feel good.
I don't know what, like... I think what's happened is I'm so tired, my body's just stopped feeling... it stopped feeling tired just because of the fact that, like, it takes energy to
feel tired?
to feel tired. So my body's like, we're not going to put energy into feeling tired, so I don't feel tired. Except it's because I'm so fucking tired.
That's deep.
I don't...
That's
I'm
deep shit.
I'm delusional, to me. Let's go to a break. We have game 2 coming up.